I think I dozed off and fell asleep on the live. No. If I did, excuse me, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, I'm going to say everybody join in, and I'm have about 100 people in here at one time. My first live, I dozed off, sat here for about 30 seconds, maybe even a minute. But I had to take me a small nap just to wake myself up. Good evening. So we got Mr. Travell here and pleaded guilty, huh? I told y'all this week that somebody close to the situation told me there was plea deals going around. But the plea is, if he plead guilty, he still gets life in prison, but at least he gets the opportunity to get out after 25 years. Whereas if they find him guilty, he gets life in prison, which means forever. So I'm sure Mr. Hill wants to see the sun on the other side of the gates one day. So he's going to take his plea and he's going to continue to give everybody up. I mean, from what I'm hearing, you shot the young man when he wasn't watching. He had weed or something like that. Y'all finish your little small talk, he walks away from you, and you shoot the man in the back of the head. You may be lucky if there's a plea deal. And miraculously, Andre Montgomery crawled into the house. What the F is going on here? I gotta loosen up on this thing a little bit, you know what I mean? I gotta loosen up just a little bit. And that's what I plan on doing here. Be loose, be so serious. But still, what the F is going on here? I don't understand. You take this young man's life while he not even watching. And that look good for Tim. I ain't gonna lie. The jig say might be up say. I ain't gonna even lie. The jig might be up. It don't look good at all because this young man gonna testify against him that he paid him $5,000. You get that on your income tax. Claim 2 kids. You get that on your income tax. $5,000. You paid this man to murder your own nephew. That's what he's gonna say. $5,000 and a 3-second cameo in a Tim Norman Migos video. Don't look good. Don't look good at all. For them people over there. Don't look good at all. Doesn't look good at all. With this plea deal here, in fact, the feds might tell Tim, we don't need you to take a plea now. You know what I'm saying? We want you to get life in prison without no chance of getting out again. Or maybe they might say, hey, you plead guilty, we'll give you a shot. What the hell? Because it doesn't look good for him. It doesn't look good for him at all. I think I got my first... I got one view. What's up? I don't know who you are, but peace. You know what I mean? Let's bring one in. What do you think about the Tim Norman Sweetie Pie's case? That's what's gonna happen. Like I said before, I think I fell asleep. When I tried to go live the first time about an hour ago, I think I dozed off right quick. I've been needing a lot of rest this week, trying to get my body back together. You know what I mean? A lot of house time and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Haven't been ready to rip and run through the streets like I usually do. Gotta get myself together. After spending 2 days in the hospital a couple of weeks ago, running back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So I just been on rest. Not house arrest. You gotta wear the thing on the ankle. But house rest. But getting back to Tim, it don't look good for him. It don't look good for him at all. And I don't think they letting him get out of this. In fact, I know now that Travell Hill pleaded guilty and he's giving information about what happened. He's telling the police, listen, he came out the house to go to the girl car, asked him, do he have weed? Spoke to the girl, coming back. One of them times he asked him, did he have weed? But that was just to have a small conversation with him. And when the young man turned his head to go back into the house, he shot him. While the man wasn't looking, shot the man in the back of the head. That's some sucker shit, man. That's some sucker shit. You gonna shoot the young man in the back of the head. His uncle, he's going on allegedly continuing to say, his uncle paid me $5,000. Like I said, that's an income tax check. Income tax plus 2 kids, that's one. You shoot this young man. This is a high profile kid. The kid be on TV, his family be on TV. You gonna shoot the kid for $5,000. That make you look worse. All you did was just rent anger a whole Sweetie Pie Nation. That's what he did. That wasn't good at all. So this case will be wrapping up soon. Because when it comes to Tim, they're going to pretty much finish that case real fast. The young man was just starting to live life. I mean, damn. You took out a contract, not a contract. You took out an insurance policy on a kid in 2014, way before the house got robbed. And 2 years before he died. You and Young Rockman, whatever his name is, took out 3 policies, 2-3 policies on this man, totaling $450,000. So before the house was robbed, there was already policies out. Did you take the policy out on Charles? No. On Janae? No. On Monique? No. You took a policy out on your nephew. So people looking at that like he's already planning to kill him. Then in 2016, the house gets robbed, ransacked. The young man lived 2 more years. No. In 2016, he lived 2 more years after the 2014 policy debacle. But you couldn't cash in off it. Then in 2016, his life ends. Only thing, I have some king crab legs in here, and I was about to go eat them, right? But I don't want to make it look like, you know what I mean? I'm being sarcastic. But to me, this is working with crab right here. You want to take a policy out on your nephew. On your nephew. And then when when he dies, you didn't even get the money. So when you went and tried to get the money and couldn't get it. That raised a red flag right there. Right there, you being red flagged. So they already investigating you. From that point on, the feds did a great job with this case. And then Travell Hill, 2 days after the murder, he goes speak about the murder to his brother. Guess where his brother was at? His brother was in jail. Duh. Everybody knows, or damn near everybody knows, all jail calls are recorded. So your conversation was being recorded, and you telling your brother on the phone, and y'all laughing, ha ha, he, he, how you murdered Tim Norman's brother. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. That doesn't look good. That doesn't look good at all. I remember when they had the Sweetie Pie's reunion, and Tim was sitting there, and you could tell they was looking over at Tim as they was talking about it, stating that, wait a minute, I don't put that on. I gotta watch certain stuff on here. I read something about copyright infringement or whatever, I don't know. I just gotta be careful. But I know there was a Sweetie Pie reunion. What happened? Oh, that was on here. There was a Sweetie Pie reunion. And then on one of his last songs, I can make people cross state lines to see if you could take 9. Come on, bro. Rapping about the murder, man. Come on, bro. It's your nephew, man. That's your brother's son. I ain't got time, but I can take time. Or I can make time. Make people cross state lines to see if you can take 9. 2 carrots to bring the rabbit. And when he was rapping about it, you could see he was rapping about it from his heart. Sad, man. That was sad. I might see if I can pull it. I might see if I can pull it. But that was definitely sad. I can make time. See if they can take 9. Cross the state lines. Here we go.
But I know some people who can make time cross state lines just to see if you can take 9. You only negative and I ain't got time. But I know some people who can make time cross state lines just to see if you can take 9.
Let me bring it back to y'all again. And you can see his body. You can see his body. You
But I know some people who can make time cross state lines just to see if you can take 9. The money is the only destination, never had it. 2 carrots to bring the rabbits, make them disappear like it's magic. Yep, balling on the court like a 32 and boy.
Sad.
But I know some people
Who can make time cross state lines, see a brother take 9. Yep. It's a goddamn shame. That boy crazy. That boy crazy. 2 carrots to bring the rabbit. You talking about your nephew, man. Don't look good. And whether people guilty or innocent, I always give people the benefit of the doubt. So just cause, you know what I mean? But when the plea deals come involved in it, you know everything getting ready to shut down. So, alright, the trial starts in September. So they lay up to September when the trial starts. Travell Hill said, the hell with that. I'm putting an end to this now. He said, I'm putting an end to this now. You know what I'm saying? And, he took it to complete.
Makes sense of losing your son and your grandson to violence. Just saying this. Takes me back.
Miss Robbie.
Andre was like, a lot harder than I should have done. It's generational. TJ's reason of generation. But
This is it here.
so that's what
You know?
I'm thinking.
And like the art is about to say on here. You live by the gun, you die by the gun.
Andre's passing, does it?
And when you see people make statements, you see they glance over at Tim. You put your whole life, you put everything in jeopardy. When you in jail, you gonna live. Your mom's gonna make sure you live. You gonna get 2 carrots that brings the rabbit. You gonna get that, but me speaking to you, black man to black man, Tim, you was more than that. You're supposed to be out here getting these millions, man.
Bring up the memories of your son, Aaron?
Sad.
Because the fact that they both really have a man. After he got killed, he was trying to make music.
Charles and all the boys live in this generation. TJ is raising another generation, but we lost the entire family about it. Charles, you and Andre, I saw you know publicly.
What's Charles?
You guys did a lot together. That was affection.
You want to say something,
I
but
think I took it a lot harder than I should have. You know, and I know there was nothing I could have done or should have done, but when I got the call, my mother called me and told me, you know, I just...
Is there any message that you would want to give to someone who has a gun? What would you say to them if they have a gun and they got a gun and they're in the streets?
You live by the gun, you're gonna die by the gun. That's what we've always heard.
And it's your young man, your
Tim
peers
sitting there.
that you're killing. And what about the family? People don't realize, even when the young men go to jail, it affects the family. To pick up a gun is easy, but to take somebody's life that you can't give and can't give it back, that's devastating.
Why does our community experience so much loss?
I think with the absence of males in the household, there's a emasculation of young black men. We all raised no women. So when we finally get out the house at 13, 14, the streets is a draw because you're around other men. So that's why we're drawn.
you can't blame it on
The gang, whatever you want to call it, whatever's happening negative.
you can't blame it on us being raised by a woman. Because I was raised by a woman. A man tried to teach me how to how can I put it? How to deal with women. He said, yo man, this is how you get the chick, man, you know what I mean? You find her, you bang her, and, you know what I'm saying, this and that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real Mac. That's what the guy was telling me. And then that night, I'm walking, I see him throwing rocks at his girl window. I know you in there, B. Bang, he's throwing rocks. I said, what the fuck is this fuck? See, I call the cops from him. I learned from women. The woman will tell you mostly what a woman really wants and needs. When they'll turn on you. Or whatever. A woman will tell you about a woman. You think you shouldn't go to her because you think you giving up your game plan. She is the game plan. See, the guy gonna tell you banger, like we supposed to control her body anybody can control a woman's body. They say the key is to control her mind. Let's just respect her and love her. And if she love you back, you good. So I don't hear about no women, then we get outside, it's the dirty streets. That's why I never wanted to go to jail for. You ain't gonna have me in no damn jail cell with 8 guys at night, smelling all this men funk. We were sitting there doing push-ups together, or sitting there doing our raps. I'm sitting there, hey, my name is Godfather. All that. You want to take your ass to jail, you take your ass to jail. At one time, it was a big conversation about it, because a lot of men was in jail. All these men in jail, and all these women on the streets. God damn. Pick one. Pick one. That's what I'm talking about. Pick one. But that's the way it is right now. Travell Hill is about to put an end to his part in this case, and he's gonna plead guilty, and he's gonna go to jail. And Tim Norman, excuse me, I'm not falling asleep this time. And Tim Norman, it doesn't look good for him. They all might have to take plea deals. Because if the courts find them guilty on their own, that's it. I don't even see this case going to September. Travell Hill done monkey wrenched the whole case by taking this plea. Now it's up to the rest to come clean and tell what happened when this young man was killed. Explain how the phones came into play. Explain how the cops linked Mr. Norman to these phones. Rest in peace, Dre, man. One thing I can say is now is we might be at the end here. We at the beginning of the end in this case here. So, when Tim Norman threw it, I don't even know, him being locked up before and stuff like that, I don't even know how he thought he could even get along, get away with this. Everybody knew you was in town from California. As soon as Dre got killed, they already knew Norman did it. When he went to Dre's funeral, he went with security, armed security, and bulletproof vests on. And he went because his mother had to go. They had to go. So he went security up. As soon as the funeral was over, I heard he was like, Mom, let's go. He was out of there. That's your brother's son. Your older brother. So I'm sure you looked up to him and respected him. I'm sure you was home when your mother got the call saying her oldest son was dead. Just like you talking about Monique's brother Aaron. He broke down with that. But you never broke down once for Dre. And you killed him on that natural bridge where a lot of your family was lost at, including your father. Brother, you gotta sit down and think at some point what the F is wrong with you. Whatever happened with the money where Where Andre was set up, didn't take it, whatever. Y'all was getting that 200,000 times 10 within the next couple of years. With the insurance policies being taken out, to me it was just an excuse. It was just an excuse to kill him. That's what it looks like. Just a poor excuse to kill this man. That's what it looks like. Whether I'm telling the truth or not. The house being ransacked, that was the excuse. Because the policies was already in place for 2 years that if this young man gets killed within a 10-year time period, the payee, the person that gets paid, gets total $450,000. Days after the young man gets killed, you immediately go try to cash it in. They told you couldn't get the money. Them insurance places, they let the cops know. That's where Young Nell, Rockman, Yucknan, Yuck Man. That's what he should have did. Instead of him going out there, listen, this man got, that's why when they say snitching, you gotta define snitching to me. Because if somebody trying to kill someone, say Tim Norman, trying to kill this man, this young man, he tried to kill this young man for $450,000. He was cheap on the pay in the first place, paying these people $5,000, stuff like that. But an insurance agent, that Yachtman was, Nelly producer, he made them songs, probably the one that go, oh, hot in here, hot in here. He was down with that. You see this man plotting to murder his nephew. You couldn't have red flagged him? To me, that's not snitching. 2 guys rob a bank. One gets away. The other one gets caught. The cops got him in the precinct and beating the hell out of him. It was John Doe, Jane Doe. That's snitching. Yuck man could have saved Andre's life. But he was down with it. He was down with the murder plot until he got busted. Then he started snitching. Snitch. Now you the snitch. Had you saved that young man's life, that wasn't snitching to me. You're doing a good deed. You're saving our world, our country, people's towns from a murderer. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. Starting to build up a little bit there. Somebody leave a comment. Or I don't know, this is my first time going live. See if somebody could come on. Let's all join each other, talk. Let's talk about this here. Because eventually I'm going to have other people on here. We're all going to have a good time on here. And even though you don't know people on Facebook or YouTube by physically touching them, you know different people different ways. So that's what I learned. I can know you from walking to school together. I can know you because you live next door to me and we grew up many years. There's new ways in this world to know each other. I can know you from a video. And even though we never physically been in each other's presence, we know each other from a video. So I can see you in person and be like, hey, Jack of all trades, what's good, kid? Yeah. You know? Just because I don't know you by physically touching you, I can still know you. Sometimes it's better this way. You can't know everybody. People start getting on your nerves. Friendship. But as long as y'all have respect for each other, it doesn't matter how you know each other. Just know each other and thank God for that. And, just be easy. A guy like Tim Norman really did his family a disservice. Like I said, he went to the funeral. With armed guards and everything else. And I'm sure he had them people ready to start shooting. But Andre's family always had an inkling. They always knew that this young man possibly had something to do with it. They already knew it. They already knew it. Yeah. There were people that was close to the situation, and Andre also made comments that if anything happened to him, his uncle did it. So that was a bloody feud that nobody knew about. That's why Oprah came and shut the thing down. Oprah like, oh Lord, what have I got myself into? Oprah not dealing with that. You think Oprah gonna sit there and deal with, oh, they killing each other on here. Let's run the tape, get the hell out of here. Oprah pulling her plugs and getting the hell out of there. She thinking if they start shooting while I'm out there. Shit. Oprah ain't playing that. And that's what she did. She got the hell out of there. Like I said, it's sad, man. But hey, you know what I'm saying? You live and you learn just how this world really is. And that's why I say it's not good to know everybody all the time. Because when you meet the wrong person, a lot of people meet their killer. Slap their killer file. Come to their house, eat at your table. That's your killer. Killer comes to your house and eat at your table. We're not having that. God bless Andre. Heaven got a real great person there. Tim, what's going on with this case here? It's just hard to fathom, man. That's why I say it's one story, there's the other, which leads to the main story. This Sweetie Pie thing is about to be wrapped up soon because it's about to be over. Travell and there's the dose. I faked it. But it's really sad. That time I faked it. It's just sad, man. It's just sad. God bless everybody. You know what I mean? The whole Sweetie Pie franchise. Y'all be able to go back to your lives now. Just to be a load off the shoulders. Mama Robbie. You know what I mean? I don't even know you. And I apologize for the mess that was created and put into your lap. There's no need for me to. I don't know you. But I know of you. I watch you on TV. This, that, and third. You're a real good person. So you don't have people that's going to rally around you. It's really a sad situation, man. Like, damn. Her son killed her grandson. And Trey, I always remember when, when he had graduated, he did that. He was proud, man. He was proud. And his uncle just took him out of there. Wow. Yeah. I mean, if there's anybody out there who wants to comment, what do you think? It's just crazy, man. Everybody knew who was going. Here we go right here. I mean, everybody knew who did it from the jump. The way, like, we didn't know. But their family knew who did it from the jump. Wait. That was something like, damn. See, come by. He hugged his family.
I don't think Andre really realizes what this means to our whole family, because this was a project. And the whole family was supporting him the whole time. Even when times when I said I was going to send it back.
It was a pride project that turned into a landmark. This man stamped his name in the Montgomery family. This young man stamped his presence into the Sweetie Pie's history. Whether it's a TV show, whatever, the restaurant, he stamped his presence into the history.
Somebody in the family said it was a project.
You know?
And the whole family was supporting him the whole time. Even when times when I said I was going to send it back, somebody in the family said, no, I don't want him going back to Texas. Even though they didn't take it, but they did say it.
That's right.
Class of 2013, congratulations.
Want him going back to Texas because this was a project. I don't think Andre
There you go right there.
realizes what this means to our whole family, because
There you go right there.
I don't think Andre really realized.
Wait a minute. That's some real talk.
I don't think Andre.
When you look at it, right? You know what I'm saying? That pose right there. Remember that pose. That pose represent I made it. What you want, girl? That pose represented grandma, thank you. That pose represented mama, I love you. That's what all that says. You know what I'm saying? That was the representation. Let me see, this might be somebody let me know that they watching me. Let me see. I'm gonna get used to this live thing. I'm gonna have me some damn fun on this here in a minute. I mean, it's my first live. Oh, well. You know, and sometimes this is the way it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, the young man, the young man never had a chance. Never had a chance. Never had a chance. Once his uncle was able to do what he was able to do, he never had a chance. I don't know. One day I'm gonna say what you people think, and y'all gonna tell me. But until that day come, I can imagine what a lot of other people think. It doesn't have to be on here. It's in your hearts. Too careless to bring the rabbit. This guy got some nerves. But like I said, this pose represents the young man saying, I made it. Man came from the streets of Texas. But he didn't know what was going on. You know, I'm ready to kill somebody ready to kill me. But he knew he had a family in St. Louis that was making money in the restaurant chain. Then they get their TV show. So you get to go in the house at night, cut on the TV. Oh, he's supposed to have been out there. He was supposed to have been out there. No reason for him not to be out there. He's a part of that generation. They took it from him. They took it from him. Selfishness, greed, hate, jealousy. They took it from him. Yeah. Took it from him. Then you be like, a young man never had a chance. How you going? Most young men never have a chance because you never they not given a chance.
I want to start off by just acknowledging his family, Miss Michelle Reed.
It's being taken from him. And he just didn't have that family. He had his mother. He had his brother, Darren, mom's Michelle. He had a family in Texas too. Like, this doesn't look good. I mean, I understand they brought him out. They didn't bring him to Texas to kill him. I mean, to St. Louis to kill him. They brought him to St. Louis so he could create a better life for himself. But in the middle of it all, there was somebody looking to take his life. And you wouldn't even think it was that bad. Like, would you really kill your own nephew? Yeah, man, shoot, this mine right here. It's mine. She gonna come along and give him all this here. You got the rage of a savage to kill your own nephew, and you out there in the community preaching to the people. Well, you know, we all gotta come together, brothers and sisters, and mothers and fathers, and we gotta put it together. Ferguson, first we was out there, and we stood outside. First we had to protect the brand, but then we came together, started feeding people and preaching peace to people. You full of Mm, mm, mm. I had a stepbrother that wanted to steal, that stole, allegedly stole some money from my mother. You know what I'm saying? So I know the anger. This was years ago, years ago. I know the anger. I ain't gonna say I wanted to kill him. Probably wanted to beat the hell out of him. But my mother said something. She said, you stay out of it. And that's what I did. When she told me that, because that was her husband's son, we was all raised together. Me and him was raised, you know what I'm saying, together. From kids to young adults. She said, you stay out of it. And I wanted to beat the hell out of him. I left it alone. You know what I'm saying? God is just so good. Yes, He is. Let's just create better lives for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Let's create better lives for ourselves. And let's hope that Andre can finally rest in peace. Let's hope that his family, both sides, his mother and his father's side, will probably pick up the pieces and move on. And let's even pray for those involved in this young man murder. They really need to get their lives, you know what I'm saying, together too. Amen to that. The Lord Father, I'm going to try this little live thing again. I want people to start joining in with me soon. You know, this is going to be the one right here. This is going to be the one. The live. But for now, let me just continue to keep working hard on YouTube. Keep working harder and harder. Maybe one day this will be called Nod 2. Naughty Nod is out, y'all. I'll catch up to y'all in a few. I love y'all all. Peace.